So good morning to all of you and welcome to ProfCharlton Academy. For those who do not know me or do not know yet the channel, I am Charlton, Engineer Charlton as you know. I'm the creator of our channel, and our channel is called you know, TV. Our channel is the original name of our channel is TVIM. TVIMs. Okay, so our channel is free engineering education channel that is tackling the issues and problems and solutions for the following discipline. So we have here TVIMS. T stands for technology. V stands for vocational trade, yeah, like TVET or TESDA. E stands for engineering, and another E stands for education, and M stands for management, and S stands for sciences. Okay, so in technology and some of the vocation and engineering, we were able to start already. Now we have videos and lectures and other training materials that are pertaining to that specific discipline or content. But what we don't have yet to come, is this: E for education, M for management, and S for sciences. Okay, so these three, uh, education, management, and uh, sciences related field, we don't have yet, or we have not started yet. So again, I'm taking this very uh, this opportunity, this very opportunity to invite or to convince professionals to join our channel, and it's a volunteering work. Actually, if you love sharing your knowledge, if you want to help other people, if you want to share your knowledge in the belief that your knowledge can help others, can be useful to others, this channel is for you. So I'm appealing to people, especially those retired administrator in educational discipline or domain, those principals or teachers or professors who had been retired and who just retired and just doing nothing, or they want to still teach, no, after they retire, because in the Philippines only 60 to 65 years of work, no? But you can still work even after 60 or 65. Life, yeah, should be useful even after retirement. Okay? So we are appealing to professionals, even retired, even current, even young or old. It doesn't matter as long as you have the spirit, you have the enthusiasm to help others. Okay? So now, our topic is just the continuation of the topic that I have started like 1 day or 2 days ago about dryers. Actually, I have um, made some lecture. I gave some lecture or pitch about dryers, and then I solved one problem, but I think it's not yet done. Only part A, or number one question, was answered. Yeah? So before we go to the dryers, again, I mean, before we continue the solution to the board exam, the PRC, meaning Professional Regulation Exam Commission examination for mechanical engineering, or maybe for agricultural engineering and for chemical engineering is because dryers and thermodynamics and heat transfers are common to all those disciplines mentioned. Let me discuss first about our channel. What is the status of our channel and what is our plan in the future, no, as we move forward, no? Let me discuss something, and it's quite exciting. Our plans, no, it's quite I'm so excited to share this with you, no, before we go to the board exam problem in dryers, no. First, I would like to have some greetings, right? Greetings to the Department of Science and Technology, Metals Industry Research Development Center, MIRDC. MIRDC. Why MIRDC? Let me use another pen to become more, obvious and visible, right? So MIRDC stands for Metals Industry Research and Development Center. Yeah, so MIRDC, right? Yeah. So I want to greet MIRDC. It's actually MIRDC is an agency of a larger government department, which is DOST, right? Department of Science and Technology, no? DOST, no? So this greeting is for them. It's not solicited. It's unsolicited, no? But let me tell you the reason why I am extending my warm greetings to MIRDC. MIRDC is my employer. It's where I used to work for so many years. I have spent uh, 11 long years in MIRDC. No? Actually, MIRDC is my second place of work. First was the Alpha Machinery and Engineering Corporation, an agricultural company, a technological company that is catering more on agricultural design of farm implements and others. And it is owned by Secretary Foliosco, former Secretary of DOST, Secretary Seferino Foliosco. So after 1 year in Alpha Machinery, which is located in Makati, I transferred to MIRDC. So my heart belongs to MIRDC for a number of reasons, right? So I will discuss that later. Why I have to greet these people and why do I have to promote MIRDC services now without me being solicited by the officials. So let me greet these people, our officers, with the much ado, with much respect. So the agency is spearheaded by the executive director, uh, Sir Engineer Robert Dizon, right? So this comes from their webpage. So it's a public. Now it's a you know every public agency in every country should be um, public. I mean, the information should be public because they should serve people. Now, when I was in the U.S., in Rwanda, in Germany, in Japan, no, all the emails, all the telephone numbers of the officials are being published because they are government officer. So, greetings to Engineer Robert Dizon and then my boss, my former boss in MRDC when I was in TBAS and marketing and also in research and development, Engineer Jonathan Puerto, who is now the Deputy Executive Director for Technical Services. Congratulations, sir. And these are the other Engineer Gurley Milo. she is the wife of of uh, of my good friend, Engineer Sid Milo, who is also chief in one of the sections there, technology diffusion division, no? Diffusion division. Then Miss Jelly Ortiz is HR. I think he's the now the HR, Finance and Administrative Division, OIC. During that time, when my good friend Aurea Motas, Oya Motas was still in in hospital, or she is sick. But now I think the finance and administrative division is headed by Aurea Motas, my good friend from Laguna, and Jelly Ortiz. I think she is in the HR department now, but the overall is handled by Aurea Motas. Now, Dr. Rio Pagtalunan is a former chief of this metrology. Now, he's handling the prototyping division. Yeah, prototyping division. I guess this is current, or this is the latest or updated page from the MIRDC web page. No, that is what we expect from the government pages like DOST and MRDC. Now, so greetings to all of these people, and let me yeah, this is the I think this is the zoom in, yeah, view of this. Yeah, so Dr. Rio Pagtalunan, Miss Jelly Ortiz, Girly Milo, Engineer Puerto, uh, and the other officers. Now, why MIRDC? Because MIRDC is now the home of two most modern center, now the first of its kind, the pioneer in the Philippines. One is AMCen, as you can see from the screen. AMCen stands for Advanced Manufacturing Center in the Philippines. So what is this AMCen? For the benefits of the manufacturing sectors and the academe and the other related technology and science and technology related field, we have this advanced manufacturing center in the Philippines, and it is under the OST, and but the main agency that is managing this is I think MIR DC, and these are the other agencies. Now I might forgot this logo, but this is for MIRDC. Maybe the other is DOST and TAPI and ITDI. So what this AMCen does, what this AMCen is all about is it's about additive, no, manufacturing. I mean, I think it's only one of the services. Additive manufacturing, it's a bit vague maybe for some of you, but it has to do with this prototyping, rapid prototyping. Yeah, it's not just a prototyping, but it's rapid, it's fast, right? So they are using 3D printing. Yeah, so now the buzzword for manufacturing is 3D printing. Yeah, 3D printers. So the minute parts and the complicated parts can be done in just few seconds or a few minutes because we have 3D printing, and that the DOST is spearheading the research in 3D printing researches. Before this AMCen was conceived, I guess the ITDI, part of the ITDI materials. No, I think they have this under material research. I was once there having a meeting in the advanced materials uh, processing center in part of ITDI, and they have a lot of 3D printers, and then they collaborate with MRDC. I think one of the agencies here is ITDI now, because before we had a meeting with the ITDI and this BPS, Bureau of Product Standards, under DTI, no, because that is their project. They are having a collaboration with this project. So I would like to announce that in the OST and MLDC we have this AMCen, Advanced Manufacturing Center in the Philippines, and I think now it's AMCen is spearheaded by Engineer Fred, yeah, Engineer. Fred Liza, a good friend and a boss of mine. And we are together in the meeting before the COVID pandemic starts. Okay, so AMCen in 3D manufacturing or 3D printing, or it is the additive, no, AM, additive manufacturing. So there are other types of additive manufacturing. So sinter SLS, no, sinter stereolithography, and then this rapid prototyping and others, right? So what I would like to emphasize for all the manufacturers and students and academe is that we have this AMCen in MIRDC, and I think the building is about to finish, maybe in some months. I'm not so sure, but the building is there, and then I think the equipment, no, and they have the trained people. They are sending people trained abroad, and they are right now here to to share their knowledge that they have gotten from abroad. No, the other is in MARDC still. No, we have in MRDC the AMERiAL, no? AMERiAL. What is AMERiAL? What is AMERiAL? Advanced Mechatronics, Robotics, Industrial Automation. Yeah. So in MIRDC under DOST we have advanced mechatronics, robotics, and industrial automation. So it is first in the Philippines. No, it is a government agency that has pioneered in mechatronics, robotics, and industrial automation under Metals Industries Research and Development Center Agency under the Department of DOST. I think this AMERiAL is headed by none other than our uh, dear Executive Director, Engineer Robert Dizon of MIRDC, the Executive Director. So Engineer Robert Dizon is the one heading the agency, and it's a good news for us that it's really uh, propelling forward, moving forward now, because we are in advanced manufacturing process, we are in robotics and mechatronics, no, this time. But in our time, it's not yet. Uh, this idea is not yet conceived. So, Engineer Robert Dizon, let me So, Engineer Robert Dizon, the Executive Director of MIRDC, Executive Director of MIRDC. Actually, I have not met him personally, but his assistant, I think his second point man, Engineer Sid Romilo, a good friend and a comrade there. I spent 11 years in MRDC, and he is longer than me because he stayed there when and I transferred to some other companies. Yeah, but in Japan, no, he was in Japan studying welding, and I was studying automation and robotics and mechatronics. We are sent at the same time, almost the same time. So I stayed there like 5 months. Yeah, so we are contemporary as scholars in JICA, as JICA scholars in Kita Kyushu, Japan. So I know him very well, Engineer Sidro Milo, and he is the husband of Engineer Gurley Milo, is a chemist, no? Diffusion technology, diffusion division. Okay, so I'm promoting the agency of MIRDC because they have this advanced manufacturing and this advanced mechatronics and robotics. Now this is part of the academe also. Now, actually, they are very active in industry and academe linkage. So, like a few months ago, we had a meeting, and I was in ITDI, Industrial Technology Development Institute, under the material advanced material, and I was invited by, I mean, not directly invited, but I was I was the representative of the University of the East, Caloocan, because our dean, Dr. Makam, Dr. Victor Makam, uh, sent me to the to that committee in ISO regarding the additive manufacturing, or the so-called rapid prototyping. Now, so we had a meeting there, and I met Engineer Fred Lisa and the officers of this uh, advanced manufacturing center. So it's a conglomerate of industry and academe and suppliers and others. So we had a meeting, but unfortunately, after that meeting, the week after the COVID attacks, COVID comes, and we are kind of lost in our trap. Uh, the supposed to be the meeting that is scheduled to be done like every month or every week was halted or was stopped for a while because of the COVID pandemic. But we are still in touch through email. Yeah, so that is one of our announcement. Why I'm announcing this in our channel, because I am a mechatronics guy. I teach mechatronics, modeling of mechatronics. I teach robotics. I teach industrial automation. So all this discipline that I teach is part of MIRDC and DOST AMERiAL. Now, so what I'm saying is that in the future, we are planning to forge a link, a partnership, our academy and MIRDC or DOST, in whatever field that we can um, collaborate. Like we can do together things that might benefit others, especially in the training, because I'm a trainer in MIRDC under research and development. I'm teaching pneumatics and hydraulics before. Um, I am a trainer. So what I'm saying is maybe we can forge a link with MIRDC. Even volunteering. Now I can volunteer as lecturer in basic robotics or basic industrial automation like pneumatics, hydraulics, sensors, and others, and mechatronics, the combination of electronics, electrical, computer science, and networking, and mechanical. Yeah, so I can volunteer as a representative of ProfCharlton Academy. Yeah? And also I'm part of the this ISO committee. I'm one of the representatives from the academe. I mean, I'm being sent by the University of the East, and that's why I'm also related with this AMCen stuff or thing. Yeah, I met Engineer Fred Liza there when we had this meeting and other former colleagues. So that is my first announcement and greeting as well. Another is this. Now, so we would like to to greet these people and later I will explain why we are trying to include them in our greetings before our lecture proper. So first, announcement, and of course greetings, warm greetings to all these people, is Professor Dr. Jess Sundar. He is now the Associate Dean of Blue Hora University. He was he was promoted. He transferred there from Defense University College of Engineering. Actually, Dr. Jess Sundar is a good friend of mine, a very good Christian. I stayed in Defense University for 8 long years. Yeah? So DEC, it is known as DEC, Defense Engineering College of Ethiopia, very famous college and or university. Now the name is Defense University because they have three campuses or so many colleges, but three schools now. So they have schools for engineering, and they have for I think education and for medical, right? So I belong here in the engineering, and during this time, during my term in Defense University, I stayed there for 8 long years. I was ahead, like a few years, uh, compared to Dr. Jess Sundar, and it was known to me. It was made known to me that he transferred to Blue Hora, if I'm not mistaken, Blue Hora University. So Dr. Jesundar, my greetings and much respect for him. We have uh, several meetings, and we have uh, we made several talk, and then he agreed that he is going to join our academy, and that's the good news, right? So we have uh, Engineer Bartolo, my former professor in from Don Honorio Ventura uh, Technological State University. He volunteered to join our academy, and then PhD candidate Dr. Semayat Fanta of Defense University, who is finishing his doctoral dissertation in composite engineering in IIT or Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur. Yeah, actually, I just uploaded his lecture video this morning about the composite manufacturing process. Then Dr. Jess Sundar is trying to make his video. We just talked yesterday, and then we are finalizing his first video with us. Is going to deliver a lecture in our channel, this advanced software engineering and advanced computer networking. So I don't want to preempt Dr. Jesundar, but this is the two topics. These are the two topics that he he gave um, to me that he is comfortable in sharing advanced software engineering and advanced computer networking, right? To give you a brief background of Dr. Sundar, Dr. Sundar is my professor in neural network. So that's why I'm familiar with Dr. Sundar, right? So maybe twice semester or so, I attended the neural network or ANN, artificial neural network, which is the advanced level in computer and robotics, no? The one that the algorithm that controls robotics and the mechatronics and the advanced systems in controls and automation is ANN. What is ANN? Artificial neural network. Yeah. So I was inviting him to discuss artificial neural network because what I have is just a very small knowledge and just a few slides from him. Yeah. So he is the more authority in artificial neural network, but he said he's not teaching neural network right now. He's teaching advanced software engineering and advanced computer networking. So that's the big news in our channel, right? So another is a Professor Kasu Reddy. He is also a colleague, but a professor. I am attending his class before, as I told you, in FEA, Finite Element Analysis, no, our finite element method. Now, I was trying to talk with him, and there was a good sign that he might deliver some lecture about finite element method, a very interesting subject in structural design or structural engineering. So before we are using the ANSYS PD, ANSYS Mechanical, and ANSYS LS Dyna, and then Abacus, the one that is being used by the MIT, you know, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and then we are trying to finalize our deal. When is he going to share, or if he can really could share based on his schedule about finite element analysis. The other is Dr. Mark Christian Manuel, Dr. Mark, you know, from the Mapua University. Actually, Dr. Mark Christian Manuel is the Dean of the School of Mechanical and Manufacturing Engineering. Yeah, I think if the camera can really focus on the Dr. Manuel's business card, yeah, he says, I would like to greet him because we had an initial talk, and he told me during that meeting that Mapua University, now I mean I think among all the universities in the Philippines is the one spearheading the the advanced manufacturing, or the so-called additive manufacturing. They have a lot of modern 3D printers. I think they are really the proactive university in terms of advanced manufacturing and additive manufacturing. Yeah, it is their president is Dr. Veya. Uh, he was the speaker during the graduation of my um, my son Carl Chester in Malayan, no? Under the Mapua University. He's also our speaker during the PASCU, no? Philippine Association of State College and Universities. Uh, in UE, he delivered there a speech about this harmonization of syllabus. So Dr. Vea is also from UP, magna cum laude of UP, and he is very known person in education. You know? So Dr. Vea sent Dr. Christian Manuel in that meeting in the DOST Advanced Manufacturing ISO committee, and I was sent by Dr. Victor Macam, he's also from UP Diliman. He sent me to that meeting. That's why I met Dr. Christian Manuel, who is the dean of the School of Mechanical and Manufacturing Engineering. And during that meeting, we had kind of some exchanges of information and discussion. And he was saying that yeah, they have a lot of uh, modern, advanced, and additive manufacturing equipment there, no? Because some of the professors there that are teaching this advanced materials process and so on are from DOST, from ITDI, from the materials department of ITDI. You know, those highly qualified doctors who are trained abroad and with the PhDs and actual laboratory and project experience. Yeah. So we had this discussion, and he was saying that the Mapua University is trying to is going to open the advanced manufacturing process, I mean the additive manufacturing, the rapid prototyping to the public. Maybe in months time they are just trying to familiarize with the equipment, but now it's being offered in their curriculum because they have this uh, manufacturing, mechanical and manufacturing engineering, but they are trying to make a syllabus for masterals and for this skill development. They're going to open to the public. So we are very happy to wait. No, we wait and see what is their final decision in that. Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's good for mechanical engineering. It's good for me for manufacturing engineering. The initiative um, set by Dr. Christian Manuel of Mapua University and the Mapua officials, engineering department official headed by their president, Dr. Vea. Another is my greetings to a good friend and Dean of De La Salle University Mechanical Engineering Department, Dr. Alvin Chua, the Dean of Mechanical Engineering Department from the De La Salle University. Actually, Dr. Chua is not so um, known to me. I just know him because I was applying for a faculty position in De La Salle University. Uh, but that time there was no vacancy and I had to fulfill some requirements. Then what he does instead is he recommend me to the scholarship under this government of the Philippines and the government of England, this Liverpool scholarship in the masters in robotics because he saw my credentials and I had some connections with the robotic discipline. Yeah, so he was the one who recommended me to the Liverpool University under this Commission on Higher Education. This what they call it, transnational scholarship. 1 year in the La Salle University and 1 year in Liverpool, England. But um, due to some circumstances like the economics, uh, economics and other things, it was not pushed through. Yeah, because the allowance for the scholar here in the Philippines is only 20,000, and you are not allowed to work. You are not allowed to have part time. You are not allowed to make a job. You only have to study in De La Salle with the 20,000 with all this expenses like your house and the lightings and the transport and your allowances and your food. So only 20,000, and because I'm a family man, I have 4 children. The committee said maybe it's not viable, it's not feasible for me because I have family to feed, and it's not allowed to work, yeah, if you got the scholarship. Yeah. So my greetings to Dr. Alvin Chua. Uh, yeah, yeah. So those are the people I want to greet, and also the former dean of the industrial engineering of the Mapua University, Dr. Miriam Necesito. Yeah, she was the one who hired me to teach uh, in the university. I mean, in the campus, in the what do you call that, immersed scheme. Yeah, meaning in the industry academic linkage. She hired me to teach at the IMI, the Integrated Microelectronics Institute, yeah, under the um, Ayala corporation, Ayala conglomerate. So that's the time I became a professor or a lecturer in Mapua University. But right now, I think she is in the United States. I think she was the one. She's lecturer. She's lecturing there at the University of Minnesota or something. Yeah. So those are the greetings and my to my students in the University of the East Caloocan, and to my students at the University or Lyceum of the Philippines University in Batangas. So I'm extending my warm greetings to all of you.